Shalom. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Shalom. Come. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
To start this lesson, we want to begin by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Chak, Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to sincere brothers pushing truth and all true sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth to the lead. And shalom to a few sisters that listen and believe as well. Shalom to you all.
Shalom.
We're the brothers of we're the brothers from the Great Millstone Miami camp. I'm the brother of War, and with me,
The brother will watch par.
and we come back with another lesson through the Spirit of Yahweh Yahweh Shai to edify our brothers, all right, the elect, Lord willing we be a part of elect, okay, our hopeful brothers, okay. And what we're going to be going into in this lesson is do more hearing than speaking, okay. And this is episode 48 of A Message for His Young Brothers, and the title of the episode is, once again, do more hearing than speaking, okay. And this is really a lesson for young men, okay, which all of these lessons are for young men, young brothers coming into the truth, whether it be 2 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, okay. These lessons that we do through the Spirit by Yahweh Shemal Shai is for young brothers, which we are young brothers ourselves, okay. These lessons are lessons of reproving, exhortation, correction, and so on and so forth. And one of these, like I mentioned, the thing that we're going to be going into, and this serves as an exhortation, a reproof, a correction, an examination, is do more hearing than speaking, okay? And that's something that we learn in this truth, because, we come into this truth, you're zealous, very amped, okay? Sometimes you get around men and you don't know how to keep your voice down, keep your mouth shut. All right. Scriptures tell you when you go around elders, which we got those scriptures, hold your peace, man. Be more. The scriptures also say, be slow to speak but quick to hear, and that's something that you have to apply in this truth from the time that from the very beginning when you come in, and you have to carry that on till the very end, which is doing more hearing than speaking. No matter if you're a young brother or an elder, all right, it's always more important to hear than to speak, and that's something they even push in the world. Okay, the guy with the loudest mouth is usually the fool, but the one that sits down and he observes and he listens is 9 times out of 10 the wise guy. Because the individual that's quiet, he's the one that's actually obtaining and soaking up what's being told. But a guy that's running his mouth, he always got something to say, he's not paying attention at the end all be all when he has to apply what was being told. He won't be able to apply it because this guy was running his mouth and not paying attention. Okay? And you even have that in the world. Okay? People in the world, they people that's learning things, they tend to do what? Just take it in. Shalom, shalom, Akia. Salaki. Brain fart. Okay? But yeah, people that be learning things, whether it be a new skill, a new sport, they don't just come in big and bold and bad, the baddest nigga in the room. No, that's the person that's learned something, that's when you're supposed to be meek and being willing to hear and listen.
That's right.
And that goes for brothers. You have to apply that in this truth too for young brothers. You come into this truth, you're supposed to be quick to listen and slow to speak. You shouldn't be the main guy always talking, always trying to put your 1-2 in. That one Jake, you that one Jake that, oh yeah, I thought about it like this. Bro, hold your peace. Keep your comments to yourself, okay? And ultimately, that's how you grow too, and that's how the Lord subs with you more.
That's right.
All right? But we're going to get right into the scriptures. We're going to start with that James 1:19.
Come. This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath.
Go ahead, read again.
This is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath.
Right. So it says, wherefore, my beloved brother, let every man be swift to hear. So you got to be quick to hear. All right. Slow to speak, slow to wrath. So it's better, going back to the title, do more hearing than speaking. It's good to be swift to hear, know what's going on, get edified. Okay. And then slow to speak. Especially when you're around elder men. When you're around the elders of your camp, you may have elder men that come into town. You don't want to be the main speaker, especially if you're a young brother. It's best you be quiet, man. Be quiet and listen, learn something. The scriptures tell you which. Where is that? It's lock it, brothers. Where is it?
So,
We're gonna go back, but it's something that it was said.
you're probably looking for 9.
Shit. Yeah. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, chapter 32, verse 9. If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words. Okay? Use not many words. In some cases, it's best not to use no words, man. It's best not to use no words, especially like I mentioned, if you're a young brother, just be quiet, learn something. You got the elders, you got brothers that was in this truth longer than you. They telling stories, they speaking, they breaking down scriptures. It's best you just be quiet and you listen and you learn, man.
That's right.
Stop trying to compare. Stop trying to compete. Stop you don't have to say anything. You don't. You don't have to say anything. All right? The scriptures say, let all things be done decently and in order. Elder men speaking, then you got that one young brother just speaking his ass off. No, hold your peace. If you want to go speak, wait till the conversation that's over with the elders. Wait for that to be over. Then you go aside and go talk to your peers, those on the same level bracket as you.
That's right.
Okay? That's how it goes, man. Something called conduct. It's something called etiquette. And that's what you learn in this truth, man.
That's right.
All right. But jumping back to verse 7, well, jumping up to verse 7 in this. All right, you got it.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 32, verse 7. Speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art asked twice.
So it says, speak, young man, if there be need of thee. So if there's no need for you, be quiet. Be quiet. Like I've been saying, learn something. Be quiet and get edified. Learn something. Okay? Be quiet, man. And it says, and yet scarcely when thou, it says, speak, young man, if there be need of thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. You may have an elder brother be like, hey, brother, speak. Or, brother, bring this precept out. Or, brother, you got a precept? Come, I got a precept. Bring it out right quick. And then you may read it. You read it. The elder break it down. And he be like, hey, brother, you got another precept, or you got something to say? Con, you elaborate a little bit, and the elder like, con, go ahead. That's what it means by young man, speak, young man, if there be need for thee, and yet scarcely when thou art twice asked. Okay, you may be asked, hey, brother, you got more to add on? You got something you got to say? That's what it's talking about. Go ahead.
Bring it out. Sirach 32 and 8. Let thy speech be short, comprehending much in a few words. Be as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue.
Right. So let your speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Like, brother may say something in a few words, like, that's heavy. That's heavy. Don't be the guy that he just rambles. A brother to tell you, break the scripture down, or how you feel about this situation. You rambling. You was going in the right direction. You was going in the right direction, and then you just switched 4 different lanes. Going some other place, bro. Like, what? Oh, like, whoa, brother. Whoa, you're wrong, brother. You're wrong.
Relax.
Relax.
Tranquilo.
Tranquilo, man. It says, "Let thy speech be short." So if you're gonna speak, if there be need for you to speak, speak and let your speech be short, comprehending much in few words. Sluck it.
That's right. And if I can add on too, it doesn't have to be the biggest and craziest breakdown. Just get to the point. That's what matters. The point.
The scriptures talk about the simplicity in Mashiach Yahushua. Keep it simple.
That's right.
Okay? It continues by saying, what verse was I at? Verse 8. It says, comprehending much a few words, but as one that knoweth and yet holdeth his tongue, which you have brothers like that too. We all fall under that. We all have to apply that more too. In some cases where you don't have to say anything. You know the answer, but you don't need to say nothing. Okay? You don't have to say nothing. Let somebody else have a turn. Or man, the scriptures talk about a time and season. The Spirit may just reveal to you, man, this time I'm gonna be quiet. One of you other brothers answer. One of your other brothers go for it. Or hey, I'm gonna wait till one of the elder brothers or one of the brothers call for me to answer. I'm gonna hold my tongue. You don't need to be smarty pants all the time. Oh, I got the answer, or blurting out the answer and stuff. Brother, relax. Wait your turn. Let somebody else have it. That'd be pride too, a little knowledge puff it up. Jake be getting prideful sometimes.
It happens.
It happens. Especially when you're young in the truth. Verse 9, you got it, bro.
Sirach 32:9, if thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words.
That's right. So like we just read it earlier, we read it again. When you're around great men, when you're around elders, whether it be around, whether it be you came across apostles, you came across elders, bishops, deacons. Hey, when you're around them, those are great men. Right. These men have been in truth 30, 20, 10, 15, 10 years. When you're around them, hey, make yourself not equal with them. How you gonna make yourself equal with somebody that been in truth 10, 15 years, 20 years, and you only been in truth 3 years? Nah, but y'all equal though. You been in truth 6 months, but y'all equal though. You're not equal at all. Just because you know Revelation 12 breakdown, you think you're on a level? Come on, man. It says, and when ancient men are in place, use not many words. Keep it simple. In some cases, it's best to just keep your mouth shut.
I had a point I wanted to make real quick.
Go ahead, bro.
That James chapter 1.
Go ahead.
James chapter 1 verse 19, it says, wherefore my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, and slow to wrath. And understanding when you come into the truth, all right, we part of the elect, we call to be future rulers, future judges. And these are characteristics that judges will have. These are characteristics that we're supposed to have in this truth. Because we won't have to judge matters, we're going to have to delegate matters. So the mindset mentality, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. We should have that ourselves, and when it comes to other people, we should apply that as well. Mm-hmm. It's very important to have that quality, because the Lord called us to be future judges and rulers. All right, part of the elect. We're gonna have to delegate in Jacob's trouble. We're gonna have people that come to us with matters, and we're gonna have to be able to hear both sides. Don't move hasty, quick in judgment. We're gonna have to be able to do these things. So it's very important to exercise this now. Speaking to myself first and foremost, and hey. You're not going to get it in one day. You're not going to be perfect in every day, but every day is an opportunity to get better. Through the Spirit power of Hashem Al Shai.
That's right. That's right, brother. You got it up.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. Mm-hmm. If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thy ear, thou shalt be wise.
So it says, going back to 32, my son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. So if you're willing, you're going to be able to be taught. But you have to be willing to learn, right? And if thou wilt apply thy mind, So if you're applying your mind, thou shalt be prudent. You're gonna be wise. Okay. And if it says if thou love to hear, so if you want that love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. You're gonna learn if you hear it. You're gonna learn the precepts, the breakdowns, the dark sayings, what this word, when you going deep into this word, what it means. If you love to hear, you're gonna understand. And if thou bow thy ear, you bow your ear for what reason? To hear someone, to listen. Thou shalt be wise. Okay? Keep going.
Verse 33
34.
or 34, Sirach 6 and 34. Stand in the multitude of elders and cleave unto him that is wise.
So stand in the multitude of elders and cleave unto him that is wise. It doesn't say get around them and start speaking your ears, your mouth off. It says stand next. It says stand in the multitude of elders and cleave unto him. So hold on to him. Okay, learn from him. Let him be a father figure to you, a big brother, my big brother, little brother. Okay, go ahead.
Let me see if the stream's still up. Something just popped up and disappeared.
I was looking at it.
Sirach 6 and 35, it says, be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee.
Mm-hmm.
And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door.
Right. So you see a man of understanding, a man of wisdom, get thee near him betimes. Get next to him early. Be the first one in line. Just like Jake loves shoes. Maybe the first ones in line for the shoes.
From Jordans.
For them Jordans. Be the first one in line, willing to learn, man. Okay? It's certain men, I know I was one of those brothers growing up in this truth. It was certain men, shout out to brother Jeremiah, shout out to brother Osh, shout out to brother Colin Knock. Those the men that molded me, and those the men that are above me that taught me the truth. Okay? They'll tell you, man. I was one of those brothers, I would call them every day about something. All right? Whether it be a scripture, whether it be something in life, I'm trying to get understanding, man. Because those were the men of understanding that taught me. And I'm still learning from them brothers, man. Okay? I got to them B time, man. And not only them, even more brothers in the great GMS Miami camp. Okay? Which, those brothers raised me in this truth, starting with Bishop Lawyer all the way down. Those brothers literally raised me from my youth up in this truth. Okay? But just to name a few men that actually laid all those brothers laid their hands on me, but just to name a few men that were actually there side by side with along my walk, okay, was those three brothers that I mentioned, Osh, Jeremiah, and Kalanat, which all the brothers was with me, but you brothers understand what I'm saying, okay? But it says, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. So if you see a man of understanding, you're supposed to be getting close to him.
Yep.
What does scripture mean? What does scripture mean? What does word mean? It's supposed to be like that. Because you know the Lord dealing with him. So you're supposed to be getting near him. You shouldn't be and this goes for you young for young brothers, us young brothers. Not you young brothers, us. Because we're applying ourselves too.
That's right.
Okay? It shouldn't be young brothers got elder brothers, men over them that been his truth longer than you. You're not counseling with them. You're not going over scriptures with them. You're not calling them to learn. You're not calling them to learn the breakdowns. At the end of the day, hey, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Go get it for yourself. But that's how you go get it for yourself too.
That's right.
By calling a man of understanding. Okay? These videos, some videos that we see on YouTube, all right, certain things that were broken down years ago aren't being broke down anymore. So it's best you go talk to someone physically, okay? Yeah, you can look up GMS breakdown. There is good breakdowns out there. There is certain things, there's certain verses and understanding of verses that done changed over time. The Lord done gave a better understanding. That's why it's best if you got a physical man around you, get near him, okay? Learn it from, get in with him, okay? Go ahead, bro.
God. Sirach 6 and 37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thy heart and give thee wisdom at thy own desire.
That's right. So yeah, let that mind be upon the ordinance of the Most High. You know, meditate, continue upon his commandments, these scriptures, man. Okay? The Lord gonna establish your heart. He's gonna set your heart right. And he's gonna give you wisdom. What you looking for?
The Lord had, certain people come in before you for a reason, roughly paraphrasing.
Let's see. Hold on. I got a quick precept as you look for that. This is the book of Hebrews 13 and 16. It says, Hebrews 13 and 16, obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for this is unprofitable for you. And the reason why I brought this out, because
that's what it is.
Oh, it was this one?
Yeah.
Come on, that's spirit there. Because the reason why I brought it out, because it says, obey them that have rule over you and submit yourself. So you're supposed to submit yourself. Okay? And those that have rule over you, have rule over us, that's our apostles, our elders, all right, the bishops, all right, the elders of your camp, the bishops of your camp, the deacons of your camp, the second, the third, the fourth in command of your camp, the men over you that was here longer than you, you're supposed to submit yourself to them. Okay? Submit yourself. Bow yourself. Show forth reverence. Okay? Not as an equal. You shouldn't hold yourself equal. Okay? You're supposed to submit yourself, man. Bow yourself to these men. Because the Lord is dealing with them. And knowing the Lord is dealing with them, when you get around them, hold your peace. And also learn from these men. Get yourself near these men. Okay? And when you get near these men, like I mentioned, hold your peace, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
That's Hebrews 13, 17?
Yeah.
1 Peter 5 and 5, it says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yeah, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility, for the Most High resisteth the proud, and give grace to the humble. And I'm going to read it in the NLT. It says, in the same way, you younger men must accept the authority of the elders, and all of you serve each other in humility, for God opposes the proud, but favors the humble. The Lord had the elders come in, and then the younger brothers come in the order that they came in for a reason. And you're supposed to respect that order. You're supposed to respect your elder. You're supposed to listen to your elder when he speaks to you. You're supposed to take heed. And I had a quote real quick as well, because I like the analogy that you made in the beginning of the video. When you look at in a worldly aspect with a coach, the hardest person to coach is a person that's always talking back, is a person that doesn't want to listen. And the easiest person to coach is the person that is humble, is meek, that's willing to listen. Quick.
The best when you watch sports, the best star on the court is usually the nigga that go to practice and he don't say much.
Yep.
Okay, he got his AirPods, his headphones in. He's doing his runs. He's doing his rounds. Okay, he don't say much. Then you got that one nigga. You got that one talkative nigga. That's the nigga that's usually he's on the bench. The nigga that's usually talking the most. He's either on the bench or he could become a better star. He can probably even outshine the nigga that don't talk if he wouldn't talk so much and listen more. Okay? But he's stagnant because he's talking. He's not listening to coach. He's coming to practice just to run his fucking mouth and be the yapper of Yapperton. Okay? And just do the bare minimum. While you got the other individual that's quiet, he's listening to coach. Coach telling him, change your technique to this. Change it to that. He's taking heed. He's doing it. It's making sense. He's going home. He's meditating upon it. He's coming back to the court. All right. willing to learn more so he can better himself. That's one. That's a nigga that gets that at the end he becomes a first draft pick, man. Okay, and he's a nigga that end up getting into the NBA. Okay, and he carries that same conduct, that same behavior, that same conversation to the NBA. And guess what? He's a nigga, and give him a year or two, or give him that same year. This nigga might win Rookie of the Year, bro.
Bro, that's a spirit because he was talking about basketball, and to the brothers that's familiar with basketball, during LeBron James' time playing basketball, there was a basketball player who was better than him. His name was Lenny Cook, and he was the ultimate, shit talker, loudmouth, doing what he wanted to do, this, that, and the third. Now, mind you, he was better than LeBron James. Lenny Cook didn't make it to the NBA.
Right.
Now he talks about stories, I was better than LeBron, I could have made it to the NBA. He didn't make it to the NBA because how he moved, but LeBron James made it to the NBA. He won Rookie of the Year his first season.
Right.
Being quiet and doing what he had to do.
Right.
And I had that quote real quick.
I'm thinking about that Steph Curry shit.
That was all. It says the loudest person in the room isn't always the smartest. Sometimes wisdom comes in silence.
Yep. Well, that's the scriptures, though.
Yep.
The scriptures even tell you that even a fool, when he's quiet, could be counted as a wise man. Okay? A fool, when he's quiet, can be counted as a wise man. All right? It's good to just be quiet, man.
Yeah, just listen.
Listen. That's the most, to be honest, that's a blessing, bro. For you to be just quiet and listen, that's a blessing. Okay? It shouldn't be hard, but it's a hard thing. And really, people like that are quiet and do more listening and talking, they'll be considered dangerous people.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous people. People that can do damage. Okay? Because you don't know this guy. He's not talking. He's just quiet. He's just observing. But the next nigga, you know him. Slakia. The next nigga, you know him. You know this nigga. You know this nigga mom name, his dad name. You know this nigga address. So much how he talks, bro. Man, but let's knock it out. Go ahead.
This is book of Proverbs chapter 1 verse 5. It says, "A wise man will hear, and will increase learning, and a man of understanding."
You might need to start up. Bro.
I was thinking about it too.
You see?
You can really start from the top. Really, the points in 3, 4, and 5.
That was something I was looking for. It's actually in chapter 3, but
What are you talking about, wisdom?
Where it says, "My son inclined that ear," but that's in chapter 3. But no, yeah, you can start window in that.
God, this is book of Proverbs chapter 1. It says the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel. And we know Solomon was one of the wisest men. To wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, or to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. So to receive these things, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man, knowledge and discretion, a wise man will hear and will increase learning. A man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels, to understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings. So it comes by hearing. You have to be able to sit there and listen. And those are the people that's the most coachable. People that are willing to sit down and to listen and to acknowledge that they don't know nothing. We come into this truth, especially you being a young brother, and I'm a young brother myself, we come to this truth, we're babes. We're babes in this truth. We're not on a level. We can't eat no, what I'm saying, no meat. Gotta get that milk, desire that sincere milk, Well,
with a babe doesn't come out talking.
Exactly.
A babe comes out whining and crying because what he needs aid.
He needs help.
He needs help.
It's beautiful.
So we're babes, so you're supposed to be whining and crying for help. You're supposed to be getting yourself and cleaving to those men of understanding, getting to them beat time. Okay? Desiring the sincere milk, man.
That's right.
All right. Well, hey, let's close it out with this one.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 27. It says, "He that have knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is of an excellent spirit."
So he that have knowledge spareth his words. All right. He don't say much.
Exactly.
He don't give people his energy. People come with bullshit. I don't need to entertain you. You're low level. Okay. A man, he that have understanding spareth his words, and a man of he that have knowledge spareth his words, and a man of understanding is an excellent spirit. Go ahead.
Proverbs 17:28. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding.
Right. So, like I was mentioning earlier, and that's a spirit I forgot. This precept was in this lesson. Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, don't say much, is counted wise. People be like, man, this guy's, something's about him. He's just there, like something. He just pops, you know. It may be intelligent, all right, but really he's just a fool. It's quiet. It's quiet, but showing you that, hey, even a fool, if you don't give a reaction, people will look at him as a wise guy. And he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. So a man that shuts his lips is quiet. He don't talk much. He only talk when needed to. He talks only when he needs to talk, or talk when talked to. He's esteemed a man of understanding. He's different. That's a high value man. Okay, and that's how we gotta be, brothers. All right. When we're around the elder brothers, Shalom Kodash, Yabashima Shabbat, brother Shalom.
That's the spirit.
Oh, that's the spirit. Hey, come on. Hey, we just brought it out. Come on, man. Shit, yeah. Even a fool, when he hold of his tongue, read it again. Proverbs 17 and 28. Even a fool, when he hold of his tongue, is counted wise. He that shut up his lips is esteemed a man of understanding. So, yeah, man. So the point is, brothers, do more hearing than speaking. Hold your tongue. Listen. All right. And once you start applying that, watch the Lord sup with you more.
Yep.
Watch your wisdom and understanding grow. Okay. Watch you start looking at scriptures in a whole nother light. Okay. Like, damn, you hearing elder brothers and brothers that been here longer than you. You hearing them break down scriptures. Damn, I ain't look at it like that. Damn. Teach me more, you know. That's how it's supposed to be. Hey, I'll give. So, hey, low one, this was edifying. Anything else you want to say, brother?
Hey, brothers, keep fighting, keep pushing. We're almost out of here.
That's right, man. That's right. So, hey, low one, this was edifying. We're going to end up by giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutation to sincere brothers pushing truth and all true sincerity throughout the four corners of earth, the lead. And shalom to you, sisters that listen and believe as well. Shalom to you all.
Shalom.
Shalom.